Genesis 5:18, it says, and Jared lived 162 years. And he begot Enoch. And Jared lived after he begot Enoch 800 years. And begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 962 years. And he did die. And Enoch lived 65 years and begot Methuselah. And after he begot Methuselah, Enoch walked with God 300 years and had sons and daughters. So all the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. Amen. 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 In 2016, the Lord already told us that we're going to have to walk with him, or that if we walk with him, that he'll give us the divine, that not only if we walk with him, but to walk with him, but he was going to give us divine favor. Amen. So I said, God, you know, I thank you for your promises, and I thank you that what your word says is true, and if you said it, it shall come to pass. But I also realize, God, that there's some conditions and there's some responsibility that I have in all of what's going to happen in 2016. Amen. So God told me to tell you this morning, not only are we walking with God in 2016 in divine favor or in his favor, but we got to put God first. Amen. Amen. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. Tell somebody, God first. Amen. In 2016, my first assignment not only is to walk with God and walk in God's favor, but is to put God first. Amen. Put God first. It is common to hear people say God first. Amen. When I got up this morning, or when I stood up this morning, the first thing I almost said is giving honor to my Lord and Savior, who's first in my life. We always say that. Amen. It's a common saying, a common practice of the saints. Amen. To say that, hey, we're going to put God first. Amen. We put family second, and we put work third. That's what we say we're going to do. We're going to do it in that order. We're going to put God first, we'll put family second, and we'll put work third. But what does it really mean to put God first? What does it mean to love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your strength? Amen. If we are to actually follow this command, what would our lives look like? There are so many things that compete for our attention and devotion. Our jobs, our spouses, our kids, our hobbies. Just bought a airplane, a model plane the other day. Got to get my aviation license. Those of you that see me on Facebook, amen. That thing is bad now. It's got a 72-inch wingspan. Amen. It'll go at 66 to 70 miles an hour. Hey, it'll fly over a couple of hundred feet. I mean, that thing look little up in the air. All right? But it's a model. Amen. It's a hobby, something that I want to do. Amen? Amen. But we allow our hobbies, we allow other things to distract us and compete with God's attention, for God's attention. All right? The demands and distractions of life. We have to be careful not to have them become more important or more of a priority than our relationship with God. Amen. Remember I said on the other night, in order to have a relationship with God, you have to spend time with God. Not now and then, not every once in a while, but daily. Daily spending time with God. Amen. Amen. A husband and a wife, you don't spend time with your wife occasionally. If you do, you won't be married long. It'll probably be your second or your third, your fourth, your fifth wife. Amen. Amen. They desire and demand time. Amen. Amen. The first of the 10 Commandments states that we have no other gods before him. Amen. Look in Exodus 20:3. Deuteronomy 5:8-9 says, you must not make yourselves an idol of any kind, or an image of anything in the heavens or the earth or in the seas. You must not bow down to them or to worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God who will not tolerate your affection for any other God. Little gods, G-O-D-S, gods, amen. You know, we make all things, all different kind of things God. We make our relationships God. We make our kids God, amen. Our houses, our cars, our homes, everything. Hey, we can make things our God, amen. Amen. I don't know about you. I've been guilty of doing some things. Yet, how many of the things that occupy our time, money, thoughts, attentions have taken the place of our God, or where God is supposed to be in our lives? Amen. A lot of times, you know, we put those things in place of God. Amen. Amen. We put our job in place of God. We depend on God, our job, to take care of us. Amen. We feel like we got to make a certain amount of money. Amen. Work a certain amount of hours. Amen. Amen. And before you know it, because we're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, whatever it is, and we're tired, we're worn out. Amen. But we now depend on that income. Oh, I'll give you an example. Every week I get an opportunity to look at my check before I get my check. Amen. It's a 40-hour check. Hadn't seen one of them in a long time. Instead of being thankful, I'm like, whoa. Whoa, this is short. No, that's the norm. That's what it's supposed to be. All that other stuff is an extra and a blessing, amen. But now I'm not even happy with what I have, amen, because I'm used to getting something else. So y'all don't want to talk to me in here. I know I'm the only one that like money. I like lots of money, extra money. I want it to come in. I want it to flow, amen, amen. But now that I see this, I'm like, whoa, come on, man, what am I gonna do? You know, now I'm starting to think about this and that, and I'm already thinking, oh, next week when I go, I got to get my grind on. I got to get my hustle on. But see, how many of you know that we need to just trust God? See, I should be able to trust God. If I don't make any overtime, I'm going to be okay. Amen. But no, we don't live that way. Amen. We make our job our priority. Because we'll say, this is my livelihood. Oh, how many of us said, this is my livelihood? You playing with my livelihood. You messing with my livelihood. We'll get more upset about you talking about your job, somebody talking about your job, than talking about your God. Oh, y'all don't want to talk to me in here. Mess with my job. Try to get me fired off my job. Now I'm upset with you, but you can say anything you want to say about my God. And I'm going to be all right. But start talking about a freight line. Start talking about a layoff. Start talking about a shutdown. And now you done offended me. Amen. You're going to cause something to rise up in me. Amen. Amen. Then distractions from the truth. Amen. Because see, let me tell you something. I realized something about Enoch. Enoch, not only did he live the life before God, but he also made God a priority. What are you saying? In the morning, in the noonday, at night, amen. Like David, like Joshua said, he meditated on the word, amen, day and night, amen, in the morning and the noonday and night. Let me tell you something. He made God a priority that when he woke up in the morning, the first thing he looked for was God. Amen. First thing he looked for is God. God. In other words, he was checking, God, are you still there? God, are you still ahead of my life? God, are you still a God of my life? God, because see, I realize in this day I can't do nothing apart from you. With you, God, I can do all things, but without you, God, I can't do anything. So, God, the first thing I need to be looking for early in the morning is not my glasses on the side of the table, but God, I need you. God, I need you. God, where are you? Amen. God, good morning, God. Amen. God is a priority in Enoch's life. God is not looking for Enoch, but Enoch is looking for God. See, we got to quit waiting on God to find us, and we need to find God. We need to be searching for God. He said he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So every day you ought to be up looking for God. In 2016, you ought to be looking for God. Where are you, Lord? Where are you? See, I got to know where he is at all times. See, I got to be so focused that when I go to bed at night, my mind is on him. All right. Amen. I got to get my mind. It's got to be on him. Anything can become a God to us. Anything we worship or put an excessive amount of time into. Amen. See, some stuff some stuff become God because we dedicate a lot of time to it. I heard Sister Mills saying it this morning. We sit around and we watch a lot of TV. See, I don't know about you, been off a couple of weeks. Amen. I've been relaxing, chilling, having a good time. Amen. Looking at every Super Bowl, every bowl game that's done come on TV. Amen. Yes, I have. I'm just going to tell you the truth.